lawyer for ya womo ejiremu ede ema eye Alhaji Seidu Abagre ya boko entokwa wane nabusua ana ne fa womo ejina efa no eya de se opanyin no na lawyer for make us womo ede interior minister na BNI bambo enwumako no ekwa court na amabrako wa hadie na trese ama boyemoyi
na ni nyina ne se ena no pe na lawyer Martin Pebu ene eboko edom efiri ho esane bank na mantem a enye asem ketwa ni nyina ene se omo bepie mu wo court ahwe nipa dom ya wo mu nyina afi boko ne bae wo mu kire se ebra wotumfo
ama choko ha kakra na yankai amanfo kakra nso on se na nsentam no asante hino otumfo se etu ena agina mu a wo mu edi boko ensensem no or the report akwa Ghana mampanyin yi asante hene na nkasa gina mu kenkan report no se be ya obi meka se mampanyin na aboni tirim ema baby omode eniema atoto asi nyina kire nia ewo se oye ohene ankasa ewo mpatam ho e de kire se afanu ni nyina ate ase afei ade kwakyen ya efa baby me yate ase se asemu a empanyimfo anana nanum diye ewo mansia no efane bi wo ho a omakoma anto omuyem enti omakoma anto omuyem no womu na sabredie omodi asem ne kokot ne mboa
sa pepepe
okay to aso
na omo kire se Alhaji Seidu Abagre wono na owo boko ho na sede na wo kire mu no ebra otumfo report ne baaye no obeka se emu a ena omampani ema asojafo mema ekopeja Alhaji Seidu Abagre efiri ho se yemfa ne nkona sumdwe mapa entena ho na no ena omuchem se efi saada ye peja papa Alhaji edini firi wo beto se mere ye hu ba bia omde nakọ omo gbachira omo gbachira na anu ya no mu hu se ohye NIB akache eye National Investigations Bureau
okay
ena omu bisa se papa ni se bi wakum nipa ana wabokoro no obi anim ana ye de kwadu bi abọ no ena obi a ye nka nkere no sanse owa lawyer fo eno achikura omo se bisa se ebra ye kopeja Alhaji Seidu Abagre efiri ho no ya mo ne yera mane ya mo ne mane na lawyer fo onim interior minister an shedan frɛ obi anka nche ne se ye ba be peja papa ne de na firi ha akoha eno ani se omote ya ne se hey yes ya be peja Alhaji Seidu na busuanfo bochira kosi se na anu ye ka che ne se ohye NIB na wo mo se busuanfo na ya mane ne nkasa lawyer Martin Pebu kire se eninti krata o file wo court no eye the friend no habeas corpus o ka che court ne say court nhye interior minister and a director general Emma NIB say produce onipa no ni o pe nyina ne say baby papa ne hye bia no yemfa ne mre court yemfa ne mre Ghana for momfa ne mre court na court ankasa enhwe baby a papa no e bia so beka so nko ha na ne ba no ena Martin hye say ne ba pani ba akopɛ ene e man access say onkohwe ne papa oso okoya asema ne papa ka kire ne ya Alhaji Seidu Abagre ka kire ne se nokre ne wura ho ne ho sanse yagu nanim ase yagu ne ho fi na de ye ne de wodwen ho a wonte ase sanse wote na saase so na ya bebo na bomo ti sese bia kola bia waja ne na yagu ne ho ne yakwa horo ne ho na ya de ne ko ebeto ne na busuani bi anim ba bia obi kɔ hɔ a ye ma ne access lawyer Martin Pebu ankasa kire mu se bro no kura nyante ye se ye de papa na ko NIB okɔ hɔ no ye ka kye nso okɔfa protocol mu wo se ne letters a watwero no watwera enkonkosi aga eno na nam so ama wa file habeas corpus na ne ye kopie mu wo court no otemuafo a wotena adwam kire se wono na ya assign no different court o ya ade ena ye friend ne se wo mra metena se enti nkrata lawyer Martin Pebu a file ne kura no won hye dan hwe mu enti wo sre pa se obetu asem na hye dwoada obi anko nyame ya dom adwoada yensan mra na ye mehwe nanso timamufo ye fi boko bae na sede na omubu afu no enkoye wo modwa pa sanse omo se akora na ni afi kakra na ya peja no be na wotwe kɔ na wotwe mienu nie ɛna kɔhye NIB die na enkoye nti esesa ban no eba bonten be ka bibi ɛde kyerɛ wom na ansakora ne ye ne lawyer Martin Pebu edi nkomo ma ɔkyerɛ mu kakra ye ntie nsɛm ɔde tuwa
He's very bitter and very sad about the situation because this is first son, Baba Seidu Abagre, right? He's the only one who's been given access. Look, let's start this with the protocols, right? No, I don't want to go to the merits, but I want to deal with just the, well, not just, let's deal with the human being, okay? He's human. He has a family. So, and not just an ordinary family. We all know who sent him there. So if you pick such a person, what I'm saying is that our protocols will demand that, number one, at least you send a delegation, a message to the Nairi that, oh, this man, I'm using man because I don't want to go into the merits. You put him Bawku. We have taken him. He is here. As we speak today, the Nairi, the overlord of the Mampushi kingdom, he's not being informed where this is Seidu Abagre is. He's not being informed. And that why you don't need a lawyer. That's the thing that beats my mind. That as a nation, we govern in such a disorderly manner. And I mentioned it. I'm not happy that the Minister of Interior hasn't reached out to him. You have to reach out to him that, oh, Chief, listen, despite everything, we've taken your son. We've kept him at this and this location. Anytime you need him, you can come. That has not been done. I think that shows a lot of disrespect. It's not good. We can't do that. We can't do that. No.
Na say me see ye e wo court ntinya me ya adoma adwada but mamufo ne say wo mo ne say wo mo hwehwe pa ne say ye mom access to papa no wo mo nkwohwe na pomudin na didiem say mo de ne koni kuro ma wo mo hu ba say mo be keep ro NIB asat now ye nim boni a wadi ene ye beka say emra no a chene na kwhye
ene o mo nka hye
ene ye nka bibia enkyere ne nkrofo
o mo nkita wudie betima koso eti ene de bambofo nhye na entime enkoso na fe yie ento yie
tinyame adoma adwada
ye be monitor
adwada ye besa akwa kopie mu court ni ahwe bia bia saa
high court mboa
high court ebe wa kwesi
asemu eno ababeto jase adwumakuo baako ayire eye kane finance minister Owura Ken Ofori Atta kuntunkunkun wo mo ayire ne dankran ewo America mino emu no ene akwa panto mapapapa ya sesei eno ene nkomo a amanfo edi ne pa ya enye asem ketwa amanfo entiase na dan ena ekosi eya dan na Owura Ofori Atta obi anim se eja wakwakoye ka ewa America mino emu na edan ena adwumakuo etime yire no dankran se wo mo atini enti ensam no akwakoye nkomodie na amanfo beka ya yenka bi nhemu ade atinye ena yenkwate a ababeto dwa se adwumakuo baako ewo America mine mu ya wo mo edin eye United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement ya ICE ana ICE ena chesene wu chanity asa ene beye wo mo ache eye Owura Ofori Atta se ne bra ya wode ete eye America mine mu no apa ho enti watia emra ena wo hyemu nso a Owura Ofori Atta amanfo campus no wapanyin na wen wa ya gaga se o magana yi ema yeni nasem no sa emra ni mu nyina no wo pre nkrata eno be ma no kwan na watena America man no ne nkwan na nyina ya o magana biem ya eno ene ensemu a eno ene mpempenso asemi akwaduru a ye gina so ne ye ne eye lawyer ya sapon edi ho enkomo esansa me ka say eye Owura Ofori Atta na lawyer fo ya wo mo ewo my Ghana mu ene a lawyer fo nso a wo mo ewo America mino emu no seni a lawyer fo no ameya so atie no wase amanfo nke ya komanto yeyam na a lawyer fo a wo mo gina mu ede ema Owura Ofori Atta no seni Attorney General Owura Dominic yi ne be kan ye se wo mo do mu nya team ketua o wase a lawyer fo akuku dama wo mu ginam ede ema Owura Ofori Atta no enye yize wado Attorney General kro no utimi hu se enye yize emfa emma no wo mu ne America adwumakuo no edi nkita ho ama bibia etimi akoso lawyer Sompa Madway
mini aba mecha chief wasana anaji
enso ya je osopa na enkomodie sani akwakoye ne wote ne sign na ubetimi akira wonti ase no na wo bo ho ama ne bo e de akira ye a ubekire ye mu e de afa yanke yakomanto ye yam se Owura Ofori Atta ba bi owo no bibia ye kama e de ema no ana ba bi owo no ohunu ne se enye yizi ma no
We never make that in, but I came from America. I didn't know a sumpa, sumpa, my sumpa and partners. And Michelle for being, sending our car and common any character, because I want to meet what is a serious car because I next. The entire can say a Yamamino extradition, meaning deportation, and Yamamino. And yet, a young comma back, a young comma, then common, you know, the common starting, you know, Nagana, Sierra for Atta, said you are one new comma, US foreman of Quine, na Yamba Fano, Ram, Emma, Quaniam Fano, Teacher, the free abutry. No, maybe not attend one. Na Mano in Nisa, so that's an extradition process. But extradition process, no, overcall US court and our judicial system. No, I could say, the Bonnie away in the corridor, the Abon in the Bawajani, Timoma, no, and only decline. The autosum you know in the extradition process now, however, is where you can use as a diplomatic channels. And I say, you now you say US for Ghana phobia, I say, Omaya Bonia, Sabi, Oma DP, Abrophobia, Roman scam, Ghana for US in sense of arresting some people in Ghana. Sometimes the law enforcement agencies work together to a certain outcome. And right in deportation. Now deportation, come on, ICE no said you the area have a reporting agency says Sabi. Oh, for you are going to NASA, who send a visa who are ultimately for ICE near Betino. Because their issues is specifically immigration and has nothing to do with extradition. And I say extradition so much nothing more no. Any deportation, and common you know boom. The American was saying, you for Atta visa, and status, immigration status, assassin now, in a sense, only character in the US, the intern commander, and Nika Kakano. Inti, and yes, said you, Bonia, why no potty. Ghana actually so many Timo Nano Neka. Namo eyes about Mudiana de can say, Sabin in Krata, the TUS, no, Visa, and the Aka, you know, a bang. It's in the status assassin. In the eyes, I know you dear. There come there, say, Senior Doveba, say, or more apply, and the lawyers in US. I try to be changing the status, no, which in many sense. I since Kawa, I would do Trump so and pain the brain. Yana de Akasa. Those are my initial comments. When you say about to make comment, I say,
Metewasepa, natural say, Sanya Omayure or Ra Ofori Atta no, and yes, Bia, Ghana buying a new US, a buyer dinky tahon, be a monfanamra. No more nevisa woo, Ewa America, my nimua, a wasa, and no oba. Na eno no sane awoka ekwanya etimi nam so no ohunu ne se bia wo ben Ofori Atta ena bia wadimi atwuku no e wo sa kwan ne so
minyawa possible say nyewe me wa ye ni mo nkomo we mu possible say Ghana aban ena ayi won say oh say papa na ere no kra no ye de ne fa immigration kwasa e bia be yentem. Because in the visa no cry, no any visa no hold the NASA. In the the young thing the American Taco Cambo 14 dia Donald Trump nanka say pe amount for pama more than India. The MO been working on just $750 or $500. Now eja ice nyachuna every day say eja the idea book or crowd the wood nation so more would the tell me Accra be with the head the say whoa. If the outcome is looking for him in Ghana and the pathways are such that the immigration offers a smoother pathway, why not? It's possible say yen to me can see if you say Ghana by The pathway and as a choir or namsono, the extradition process, immigration, which has to do with the visa, then the Krata, I said you, the Krata of the TUS, Internet, Ekamako, say, Ofabia, or Koya, Yashina, Yim, yeah, because Donald Trump and Palmofa and Palmofa. It is son and common because eyes album, that is the nature of the
Ushamwa, send your my year no man at my ye na utiemwa, baby or modern aquato, a babia, it me bassa even criminals, ever hono, a dead this or roof for Yata on Yaresania, one beto Jasania, or that a whoopasiana.
Every day, you mean about for the opinion in the area. In the internet, come and he says, no, now what they are not and to say, but they didn't not can say, I say detaining and it's been confirmed as a matter of fact there. That means there's something wrong with his immigration status. And because and the lawyer's application, you better to one Rihanna, Ofori
oh, okay, but now you mean for when you're quite now a bit so cassette, Ofori investment or war, America, my pneumonia, Sisica, war, Cronis, and Yasam, Ketuomo, dear, who was Cassa, I see a normal pet, Wasempa. Now we shall send the Attorney General Cassa, you Ofori and a lawyer for Omo America, my new mutressa, Omo lawyers at the Ketua. Wakaka yakra mu a lawyer for ni bia mu Ghana no mo adjase na attorney general what do you mean person say a lawyer for wa Ghana ha mu nya competent na eti se na wo kasa asa na chances no betimi aba ntam ne se na yetietie mu competent lawyers or warning investment sika yesi wo America mine no mo so basa o manage ho no wo hye chances na eno so te say
okay me na wa nyama mi no komo ne ye no yen separate no de dikai say sabi Here, Attorney General comment on extradition. The extradition process is a bit more complicated. And no, it can take longer. The legal route can be more complicated and complex. And I know the Asabi, Susu say, and your political status, is it persecution and as a prosecution, and as you're being an element that is targeted by the government. And once I'm that is on the extradition. But the also may know I said you whether or not say we seek a diamond or US US says answer now about US no just all of this because you are now fee. Just a 2 week amount quite out in US. Say say investor now a certain amount no invest in US a minimum your amount 2 week or a certain whether a residence permit or something that gives you the legal right to stay there. But once we are talking about immigration status, no, the air can say, and for only what your interest is. What we're basically saying, they say, to me, crata amount who climb out in the US, no, and I say, so to me, crata no, and say, I was a what's now. If you lawyers now, the application to change the status is still ongoing. If they recognize that, so whether as an investor or whatever the new status they're applying for, a young CP and ICE actually no. Into no question, at the moment he's still in detention with ICE. His current legal status does not support where he is now until the application is granted or until the application goes through a certain change. As to whether or not that is instigated by Ghanaian government and also by policy and also by diplomatic channels, no, you need. But the fact is that I actually say you krata to me krata out to America no, and ya papa into the same room no, so intervention no amintema. Yadoba bans and a case no crony a carry into those are the things because you in Ghana, for example, accepted some immigrant deportees from West African states recently. Mahama by way Mami. So ICE deportation is rather swift, and most of the cases in that case almost more court or more apply. So Mr. ICE in there is some motivation to deport you. Obetinya deported whilst even your legal process is going on, which is what makes me say lawyers now more many I said there's a bit more motivation on the US side to deport him because of immigration. One area for that time a few times I try senior issue.
Lawyer, you better say now, or for Riata Sanya Yafeno. Nyame ya dom na chese obedu anya brass band de pa medi animu e ya kwosian we airport anya asem ketua lawyer minim ni akwosian anya brass band mo yi jama jai ya ni eti maya na wase na yankwaso monitor nia esi ekro minim se Facebook fo mo comment ya mo ne me ba ya adwen pa se nyame ya dom na ice fuei wo mo ediporte ayi oru Ofori Atta dem ne ba Ghana dom wa ye be kwa kwasia no enya se airport wo be bom ma me na mka kire wo ya kwa kwasia no eti lawyer ya osompa na kire se ye te ne nka no ana unko
me he TV so atwe mo
nje se wo ka friends of Ofori Atta no ho
we friends ben
ya dom na wa ba bedura nipa no so ayare
na ukosiare de na kwahe
o si ya fe no
one wa na fe no
ya fe ne say na da sika esi wo meya no Ghana akwadi ne wanka IMF ye be kɔ biem na ya me adom ne ekosiare ne agye we kra wa ba ya monye mo ade na munya court no
nti mo kɔ jiska no airport
brass band da ye choroku awurade
na